Welcome to Matthew's Morsels for One. I'm your host, Marisa Vega, also the volunteer program lead for Matthew's House Hospice. Today's guest is Maria Borcyzk. I'm excited for Maria to join us today, tell us about all the wonderful things that she does, and see how she creates beautiful quesadillas. So stay tuned for that one. It's going to be delicious. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Marisa.
Why don't you go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name's Maria. I'm an occupational therapist, and at Matthew's House, I also do client care coordination, and I'm part of the integrated care team, and we support anybody in the community and their families, anyone in the community who's living with a life-limiting or life-altering illness, and we connect them with the supports and services that they need.
That's wonderful. That sounds like quite the job load there.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of support needed in Simcoe County, so we keep busy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. And how do you receive the clients? Like, how are clients brought to you?
Yeah, so clients or family members can call the hospice to request support. We also get referrals from the hospital, from home care, from community palliative care services, through family physicians. Really, we take referrals from anyone, and we go and see what's needed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so how long have you been working with Matthew's House?
So I've been with Matthew's House for almost 2 years now.
For 2 years. What's the best part about working at Matthew's House?
Well, I love getting to know clients and their families and supporting them on their journey and through the ups and downs, and making sure that whatever time that the client does have left is they have good quality of life, that it's meaningful, and that their families are supported.
And that's exceptional, because the motto of Matthew's House is living life fully, right till your very last breath. So walk me through it. You get a referral, someone calls you, and then what happens?
So then we have an intake that we do to find out what their challenges are, what they're having difficulty with, what their health status is, and if they are somebody who's living with a life-limiting illness or a life-altering illness, we can take them on and provide support for them. We also can take caregivers. We support caregivers, so if it's someone needing support, navigating all of the challenges that come with caregiving, we support them as well too.
Wonderful. And now these items here that I have behind me, they're absolutely beautiful. Let's speak a little bit about these. I know these are part of our legacy program.
Yes, so we have a wonderful legacy program. One of the things when someone is facing a life-limiting illness and they are receiving support from us, they may start to talk about how they want to be remembered. And legacy, that's what legacy is this is how I want to be remembered, how I want my life to be remembered. So we have lots of great ideas, such as writing letters, maybe recording a voice, telling a story, creating a scrapbook of memories. This is a pillow and a teddy bear that's created out of clothing that was really important to a person. So it can be really nice for the family members or loved ones who are left. It's a way to remember that person and to kind of snuggle the bear or the pillow when they're missing their loved one.
They really are beautiful.
They are.
They really are beautiful, yes. Yeah. And everything that you spoke about today, it's amazing, because it's all free to the community.
Yes, there's no cost for any of our services. So when we do take a client on, we really look at how are they managing in all aspects of their their being. So we talk a lot about whole person caring, and so what are the physical challenges they're experiencing? What are the emotional, mental health challenges they're experiencing? What are the cognitive challenges that they're experiencing? And also the spiritual. Are they having a spiritual crisis or needing spiritual support? So we're able to, through that care coordination process, help link them either with services that we have at Matthews House or external services to meet their needs. So we do have individual counseling, we have group support, we have some of our group supports include, we have a cancer support group, we have a Parkinson's support group, there is a caregiver support group for caregivers. We also have lots of education sessions on how to live with a life-limiting condition or chronic illness, how to navigate the health system. Really, we look at all of those, whatever's needed by our community. We try to provide that education. One of the other important things that we provide is advanced care planning. So helping people, if they haven't made decisions yet around if something were to happen to them and they weren't able to make health care decisions or financial decisions for of their own, who would they designate as their person to do that? And we also can help them with where to go to make sure that they have a will done and make sure that that's in order so they don't have to worry about those things.
Sounds phenomenal, and it sounds very, very much needed in this community.
Yeah,
Marie, I thank you, and I think now it's time to let's get to cooking.
Okay, great.
I'm excited for this next recipe. We have Maria here, and Maria, what are we making now?
So today what we're going to be making is we're going to do a vegetarian quesadilla and also a meat-based quesadilla.
Sounds yummy.
Yes.
Here on Matthew's Morsels for One, we're going to teach you, Maria's going to teach you how to make some quesadillas. So what are some of the ingredients that we need?
So for the vegetarian one, all you really need are some tortillas, and you can use white or whole wheat, or you can even use a corn tortilla. These are kind of a smaller one, so I usually stack two together. If I have the bigger, large ones, I fill half of it and fold it over. So use what you have. You don't have to get a specific tortilla. It's, whatever you'd like. I'm going to be putting cheese in today. Cheese is good. It helps stick everything. And also some bell peppers chopped up. Other vegetarian options are you can put a little onion in, you can put mushrooms, you can put beans even for a bit of protein. Really, kind
that
of
sounds delicious.
Stretch your imagination. So,
that sounds delicious.
Yes.
And don't be afraid, because our concept is Matthew's Morsels for One. Don't be afraid to buy the whole pack, because the packs usually come in about eight tortillas, 8 to 10 tortillas. Because they freeze well.
They do.
They actually freeze very, very well. So you can buy the whole pack, use what you need, and then you can freeze.
Absolutely, and use them for wraps or other things.
So today I see that you've got chicken.
Got chicken as well.
You brought chicken, and it was easy because...
So this is chicken just from the grocery store. It's pre-cooked, pre-sliced. You can find it in a deli section. The other thing, if you have leftover chicken from another meal, say you bought you cooked a chicken breast or had leftovers from takeout, you can chop up whatever you have and put it in the quesadilla. You can also put kind of, again, ground beef or if you have leftover of that, and season it with like taco seasoning, or you can even use any like pulled pork or something like that.
Delicious.
So lots of, use your imagination.
That's right. Steak.
Yep.
You could use steak.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. That's good. And then, so the cheese, do you have a preference on cheese?
I usually use, this is like a cheddar mozzarella mix. You can also find like mixes. This is actually pre-shredded. You can you can purchase pre-shredded or shred your own. There's also mixes that are like a nacho flavored mix if you like more spice and yeah.
The other one too is a Monterey Jack. That's nice.
Yes, that is
that
nice.
would be nice. The Monterey Jack.
Good idea. Yes, very good.
That fantastic. And then, so how much chicken do you have here?
So
what
this
would you
is,
say? About a cup?
That's probably about a cup of chicken. Yeah. Probably for one quesadilla, you don't need that much. You know, again, use what you think. Probably just even using a third of a cup, and I'll chop that up a little more finely.
Okay.
So it's
and as you said, this pre-cut. Pre-seasoned chicken.
Yes.
You can buy the package and you can section it off.
Absolutely.
So you can put it into little Ziploc bags and freeze it for when you need it the next time. It's ready to go. You can throw it on a salad.
Yep. Salad.
You can throw it on a salad. You can throw it on a wrap because these are also good to make wraps.
Absolutely. Yeah. So lots of things you can do.
And the cheese, definitely you can use the cheese of your preference.
Yes, absolutely.
Cheese
if you like something more mild, you can use cheddar, mozzarella, or if you like a bit more spice, then you can add.
And quesadilla basically is a Mexican version of a grilled cheese.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's, and then at the end of it, you can, if you just want to eat it plain as it is, you can, or you can get salsa, sour cream, maybe some guacamole to dip it in, and so yeah. Just kind of add your own variety there.
I like it. Yeah. And as you said, if you like it a little bit more spicy, you can definitely throw in some red chili peppers. Some jalapenos would be good as well.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of options. It's
Lots
fun.
of options.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Now, I just wanted to circle back to what we were talking to at the introduction here about some programs.
Yes.
You had mentioned some programs.
Yes.
And I know you had mentioned a few. Can you just expand a little bit on that?
Sure. Yes. So I'm an occupational therapist, and so you can receive occupational therapy services through home care, or I'm available to provide home safety assessments and equipment recommendations.
Oh, I was just going to say, so for those viewers that are watching that might not know exactly what an occupational therapist is, it's just my way of her to explain it, so I know what it is. Go ahead, why don't you just tell us?
Yes, so occupational therapy, what we're interested in is what people want to do and need to do to do their daily life. And so it's all about, we really focus on living, absolutely, and focus on it safely. So if there's something that's standing in the way, whether it's a physical challenge, a cognitive thinking challenge, or a mental health or emotional challenge that's limiting what that person's able to do, whether it be taking care of themselves, bathing, dressing, managing their medications, taking care of their home, making meals, grocery shopping, driving, and also the other thing that is really important in our lives to balance it out is leisure. And so the things that we do for fun, socializing, maybe it's crafts, things that bring enjoyment to our life. So whenever we're faced with an illness or a disability, that can impact our ability to do the things that we want to do and need to do on a daily basis. So what OTs do is help the client set goals, what it is that they want to be able to do and need to do on a daily basis, and figure out how we can support them in order to be independent in doing those things. Okay. So either through maybe it's providing equipment to help them to bathe safely. Maybe it's some memory strategies to remember how to take their medications, or maybe it's connecting them. They don't have too many supports in their life, so connecting them with a visiting volunteer to provide some socialization and to come to their home because it's difficult for them to get out, to provide that socialization, to play a game. And that's one of the things that we provide at Matthew's House is our visiting hospice. We do have volunteers that are trained and they support clients in the community by providing a friendly visit, companionship, maybe helping them with some tasks around the house that they need support with. So it's one of the things that we can do to help them to live their lives as well as possible.
As full as possible. Now, I also know that there's a program that you do for those individuals who perhaps don't have access to a computer,
Yes.
and are feeling a little bit isolated, I know there's also a program that you do for that.
Yes, so we have, it's called the Senior Centre Without Walls. It's a program that the Ontario Association of Senior Centres started, and we were able to take that on and start it in our own community. And it's part of our Compassionate Communities part of the services that we provide. So any community member can join this program, and especially if
they're all free.
They're all free. If they're if it's difficult for them to get out of the house, if they're not well versed on using computers, you only need a phone, and it's there's activities that we do every week. There's trivia and name that tune. We read short stories. We talk about different holidays and traditions and memories that whoever's on the call, we help. We support them and talk about that, and it's just a nice way to connect with others.
Exactly.
But it doesn't matter if you're have difficulty getting out of the house, or if you have challenges with computer access. You can all you need is a phone, and you call in to be a part of that program.
Some wonderful programs, and what a beautiful way to stay connected.
Absolutely.
Especially during this time of isolation and everything that we've been through.
Absolutely.
Maria, I'm excited. Let's get started.
Okay.
Let's show us what we're going to do first.
Okay, so we're going to do our vegetarian quesadilla first. So I'm just going to, I've got my pan on the stove, and you can do it on the stove, or if you have a grill, you can cook it in the grill. So I'm just going to turn my stove on.
And then just go more, right? Keep going all the way. There you go.
Okay.
And I would even suggest that if you don't have perhaps you're not comfortable using your stove, or you don't want to turn your stove on, perhaps heat the whole house.
Yeah.
You can also use a toaster oven.
Toaster oven is perfect as well.
Toaster oven would work as well. Okay.
Absolutely. So what I do is I just put a little, you can use oil or butter or a spray.
Pan over here. Yes. I'm just worried about the flame.
Yes. And then I just add
the flame in a spray.
Spray to the bottom and put that on. And then
that's just a non-stick spray.
Non-stick spray. Okay. So kind of a canola oil-based spray.
And if you don't have one, you can also use butter, or you can use oil, any kind of oil.
Yeah.
But
just
with a non-stick pan, you might not even need anything.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. So I'm going to, so I grab one of my tortillas and put it on the bottom.
And you've just got it set at about low?
Low, yeah. And you can hear this is a nice gas stove, so things are already nice and hot.
Okay. Yes, with gas stove, it's very fast.
Yes. Grab my cheese. Okay. And sprinkle a bit on the bottom.
Okay.
And just try to get it all on the, might sneak off. But,
and if that one's mine, you can load it with cheese.
Yes, so.
If that one's mine, you can load it with cheese. No problem. I like cheese. Oh no, I'm just.
No.
I like Maria now.
It helps stick the two sides together.
Yes. It is the binder, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. And then I'm just going to put a few chopped up peppers on for my veggie.
I like that you put them on fresh.
Yes.
Right? Rather than sauteing them first and then putting them on.
That's right. Yes. And so just I kind of...
This way it keeps the crunch.
That's right.
And so, because eating really is a whole experience. If you want texture, you want, You want a little bit of texture, you want flavor, you want all of that. So
that's right.
It's nice when you're eating the gooey cheese, but then you have
got a bit
the
of
crunch of the pepper. That's really
nice. You got it. And then I'm just going to add this to the top.
Okay.
And let that cook for a bit. Just going to make sure it's not getting too, maybe lower it a little bit.
Yeah. So she's got it right down to the lowest setting, because the tortillas already come cooked, and so you want to ensure that you don't burn anything.
Yes.
Unless you like it well toasted, then that's
toasted.
Okay.
Yes, that's okay.
I kind of like my things well toasted. What about you?
I like to have a crispy outside.
Yes, like I said, it's you like texture when you're eating.
That's right.
Flavor and texture, it's all part of the experience.
That's right.
And now this is a great Matthew morsels for one. You can serve this if you're having this as a dinner, look
There
at
we
you,
go.
the pro.
There we
the
go.
pro, nothing fell out. That's
Nothing
always
fell
a
out.
plus.
It's good. Yes.
So this could be good as a lunch.
Yep.
You can serve it with a soup.
Lunch.
It could be good as, you know, a good dinner. You can serve it with a
Exactly.
salad.
Yep.
You can even have it with French fries.
Yes, that's
yeah.
right. Yes, very good.
French fries is good.
So yeah,
and then you just kind of leave it till everything.
everything and that the two sides are kind of melted together
And
with
golden.
the cheese and
Yeah.
golden. And
Golden.
yeah,
A nice golden color, and that's the vegetarian version. So you can
Yes.
also put in a little bit of onion with that as well.
Yeah.
You could put a little bit of broccoli if you
Yeah.
have a little bit of steamed broccoli.
mushrooms. Yeah,
Yes, mushrooms.
Yeah.
Mushrooms would be good too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you even have leftover vegetables, you can even put that in.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
You've cooked veggies
if you've
the day
had,
before,
had some
yeah.
cooked veggies, I've done that
Yeah.
before too. Like if I've had cooked peppers and mushrooms,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you can put that on.
I
Yeah.
personally like peppers in my quesadilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like peppers in my quesadilla. I like peppers in my fajitas. I like peppers in all of that.
And then just keep checking it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's
You want to make it nice and golden.
nice and golden.
Now that we've turned it down, it takes a little bit longer, which is okay because you don't
Yes.
want to.
Yeah.
You want to make sure the
that.
cheese is nice and gooey in there,
That's right.
right?
You got it.
Wow, Maria, it sounds like your day is pretty full.
It is,
pretty
but
cool.
it keeps me busy. And my colleague Megan, who's our social worker,
Mm-hmm.
and but we do the same role of care coordination.
Oh,
and,
okay. Because I was just going to ask
yes.
you. Tell us a little bit about Megan's role.
Yes, so we both are care coordinators, but we each have a different lens. So
Okay.
as I was mentioning, I'm an occupational therapist, and Megan is a social worker and can provide social work support. She knows a lot about advanced care planning and
That's
doing
important.
wills and any kind of
That's really important.
support with paperwork and forms. And she also does counseling services as well.
It's fantastic,
Yes.
and she is lovely.
Yes.
She is lovely.
Okay, I think we are just about done.
You're good on that one.
So
We can bring
and
that
again,
out.
you can do this to your level of doneness. You can. I'll flip it over. So that's
more
pretty
time,
good.
just to-
yeah.
yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah.
And then I'll bring it out.
Very good.
And there
Oh,
it is.
Smells
There's
so
our-
good. I always say I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Yes. There we go.
I would like to say I invented that word, but I didn't. It's been around for a
yeah.
while. And now?
And then, shall we do the meat one?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, let's do that one.
Again, I'm just going to add a little more spray.
Right here?
What did I do? Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
I'm gonna take it away from
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Good idea. So.
Yeah, because you never know.
You never know.
With an open
Safety
flame.
first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes open flames don't like sprays. They're finicky that way.
And I'm just going to, before I put everything in, I'm just going to cut up the chicken a bit just to make it a little bit smaller, because if they're too big, they might not cook as well. And
it's easier also to eat, because sometimes when you take a bite, the whole piece might fall right out.
Yes,
So this is a
exactly.
little bit, even though it's a more Matthew's Morsels for one,
yeah.
you still want to enjoy the experience and have a
Exactly.
wonderful experience as you're enjoying it and you're eating it. I love the smell of cooked peppers.
Yes.
I don't know about anybody else, but I love the smell of cooked peppers. And actually, I remember when I was younger, my mother used to roast peppers on her gas stove.
Okay.
So she'd put the flame on high, she'd put the peppers on, and they go charred, and then she'd peel it all off and slice. Oh, it was so good.
Very good.
But the house smelled like peppers, and I
Yeah,
just love
that's
it.
the best smell.
So the smell of peppers just brought me back a little bit, a little
some
memory.
memories,
That's
memory
lovely.
lane.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add my tortilla to the pan again. And it's
And it's
already
still
nice
on
and
low.
hot, still on low.
Yeah.
I'm going to add my cheese again.
And again, the cheese is how much or as little as you like.
Yes,
It's all up to
exactly.
you.
Again, you want to kind of make sure it goes to the edges so the whole thing, the top part sticks as the cheese melts.
Okay. Looks.
But it's definitely a nice,
Delicious.
easy weeknight meal.
Yes, it really is. It is fun. And like Maria said, you can top this with some salsa, some sour cream, or some guacamole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to
All
add
of which you can purchase very easy.
Yep. And you can, purchase it as prepared as you want. If
Yes.
you want to grate the cheese yourself, that's
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
If you want to cook the chicken yourself
Yes.
or whatever meat, you can do that. But there's so many ready to serve options
Yes.
these days. So I just kind of spread the
Yes.
chicken out. And you can add as much or as little. You can even add peppers to this if you want. I'm just going to stick with the chicken, and I'm going to put my top part on
Perfect.
and let that cook
And
for
we're
a
just
bit.
gonna let that cook.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And just check the bottom.
I know that sour cream also goes really deliciously on a baked potato.
Yes.
Very good.
absolutely.
I'm sorry, I meant salsa.
Oh, yes.
Salsa is really good on a baked potato.
Oh, salsa
Yes,
is. Okay.
very, very good. And it's a healthier-ish alternative to ketchup.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Good. That's good. All right.
Oh, that's gorgeous. It's perfect. All right, so I'm going to start to cut this one up, Maria.
Sure,
That's
yes,
okay with you?
absolutely.
I'm going to cut this one up here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, so that we can enjoy and we can see. I'm just going to put this in here. And folks, my hands are washed.
Yep.
I'm just going to put that there and we'll just cut it. Typically, we cut it into little wedges. You can do a half if you like, but I'm going to go ahead and do it into wedges. I don't have the right knife, do I? This is a butter knife, but we'll make it work.
Yes.
We'll make it work. This is so tender and lovely, so it will work. There we go. Now we can just cut it into little wedges, like that.
Perfect. So
Another good-
they're easy for dipping.
Yes.
Yes.
And my cutting board is sliding away from me. There we go. I'm just going to put it in here. And then as soon as Maria takes out the other one, we'll have it join this one. There we go. You can put that right on the cutting board, Maria, and I'll cut that up.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Lovely. Lovely. Oh, it's nice and warm. Well, here on Matthew's Morsels, for one, we want to teach everyone, we want to show everyone, not teach, we want to show everyone that it's simple. Meals don't have to take long. They can be nutritious, quick. Lots of our stuff, lots of the ingredients that we used today with Maria was pre-cut, pre-cooked, pre-shredded. You just open up a bag, and then you have a wonderful, wonderful tortilla or wonderful quesadilla.
Yes.
2 different ways. Maria, it was fun. I hope you liked it.
Thank you for inviting me. This
Yes,
is really fun.
thank you. Lots of wonderful information.
Yes.
I really appreciate. Maria, let's eat.
Okay.
Please try.
All right.
I'm going to try one with chicken.
All right.
I'm gonna try
Cheers.
this one? Yes, we'll do cheers. This one is nice and warm. I'm gonna burn my tongue.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's so good.
Very good.
Delicious.
Veggie and chicken quesadillas. 4 tortillas, 1 medium bell pepper diced, a 1/4 cup cooked chicken diced, 1 cup shredded cheese, non-stick cooking spray. Heat a large skillet over medium heat on your stovetop. Coat the bottom of the skillet with the cooking spray. Add 1 tortilla to the skillet and then add the shredded cheese and the bell pepper. Top with another tortilla. When the bottom tortilla is crisped up, flip and cook the other side until crispy and the cheese is melted. Repeat this process using the chicken instead of the peppers. Serve and enjoy.
And that's how we do it here at Matthew's Morsels for One. We hope you enjoy this as much as we did.